You know, I played a lot of anime-based games in my day, and some of them weren't great, but there were leaps and boundaries over this game, which is Saint Seiya Ougon Densetsu Kanketsu Hen for the Famicom. This game is an RPG game, however, it makes a mockery of other good RPG games like Final Fantasy or The Legend of Zelda. I've never played an RPG game like this in my entire life. This game requires a fucking guide just to be able to beat this game. And you'll see what I'm talking about in this review. Now at the start of the game, they got the theme song right from the anime, and it's pretty damn close too, but that only gives you the impression that this game could be good. Now we see the title screen, and now you have the option to start the game or continue where you left off. Now the story of the game is that a girl traveling with the saints got pierced by an arrow and she will die in 12 hours, and the only way to pull the arrow out is to complete all 12 temples. Now things start going downhill from here. Now you have a choice to pick between any of the 4 saints. Once you pick your saint, this is one of the most stupidest things ever in a video game. You have to balance out your life and Cosmo. What the fuck, man? The saints never had to do that in the show, so why now? We don't even have to do this in real life. Oh my god, man, this is so fucking stupid. Anyway, if you take away some Cosmo or life, your 7 senses will go up. But when I read the walkthrough guide, it says not to do this, so I'll leave it at default. So here is another bad example of gameplay. This side-scrolling part doesn't even feel like an RPG game, and the enemies fly around randomly. There's no way to avoid them with all this shit coming at you. And here's the best part. Every time you get hit, you lose not just your life, but your Cosmo as well, and that's your power when you fight the boss. What the fuck? Anyway, I'm at the end, so it's time to fight the boss. Okay. Alright, after all that stupid text, I'm gonna fight him. What the hell? I can't fight him? Well, in the guide, it says that this saint is gonna give you the bronze clothing to fight off the other actual enemies in the game. Okay, now we're at the 2nd level with the lame side-scrolling shit again. And I definitely recommend to kill enemies to raise your 7 senses bar because you're gonna need it. Oh my god, the only part of the game that feels like an RPG game is the boss fights. But I didn't even fight a boss last time, so I have to fight one in this level. And thank god we get an actual boss fight. This asshole's name is Aldebaran, and he won't let you pass the Temple of Taurus. So we get to fight. Now let me explain what everything does since this game is in Japanese. The upper left icon is to fight. The bottom left icon is to negotiate with your opponent. The upper right icon is to switch between saints, and I'll talk more on that one. And the bottom right icon displays the Cosmo and life of both characters. Now whatever you do here, don't attack this guy first. Negotiate with him twice to catch him off guard so he'll do less damage. But there is a way to not take damage in this game, and you want to know how? Ready for this? You can actually dodge your opponent's attacks! This is an RPG game, and I've never heard of another early RPG game where this was allowed. You would either have to take the hit, which didn't deliver much, or you would get lucky and the attack would miss. But no! This game says you're gonna have to take this hit, or know right off the bat how to dodge it. And you can't just sit there and take hits, because this attack delivers a fucking huge amount of damage to your life and Cosmo! So you're not only one step closer to dying, you're also weaker in attacking. So you will most likely go down and then revived. And once you are, raise your Cosmo in life to maximum with the 7 senses you should have collected from the side-scrolling part. Then you should finish him off. If you didn't do that, you're shit out of luck and are as good as dead. And don't think that you can switch between saints. Oh no. If you withdraw back a saint, he dies! What the fuck? And after you choose the next saint, you start back on the boss, sure, but that doesn't change the fact that when a saint is withdrawn, he dies! That doesn't make any sense! In any of the Pokemon games, when you switch out a Pokemon, does it just die? No! So don't ever withdraw in this game, just don't do it! Now we are at the third temple, and due to the magic of video editing, we can cut straight to the boss. Now I'm gonna attack this motherfucker. What? He blocked it? Now the bosses can somehow block it? Whoa. I'm in another side-scrolling part. What the hell, man? Okay, here's what happened. This guy used a spell, another dimension, and transported you here. Now you have to venture through this and make it to the end. And if you thought the controls were bad before, you ain't seen nothing yet. You are constantly jumping onto platforms and also trying to avoid things like meteors and shit like that. You know what? Fuck this game. I've never played an RPG game like that in my entire life. My entire life, folks. I've never played an RPG game this bad. You know, there are some good Saint Seiya games out there, but this one is terrible. It is a piss poor project and belongs back to hell where it came from. I don't want to ever have to play a shitty game like that again. This game gets a rating of cow shit. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned to my future reviews.